Hello, my name is Mohan. I'm here representing the Group B of the weekend class on the system that has been developed for idea management. The ideas that the students submit to the university in their respective departments in order to improve some of the things that are happening in their respective departments. So without wasting much of your time, and I'm going to take you through this system, and more especially on the user registration, and at the same time on a user logging into the system and submitting ideas and putting up comments into those ideas. So we are going to log in into the system as an administrator, and this administrator is going to create an account for a student that will be able to log in into the system and submit ideas and put comments on other ideas that has been submitted by other students in the system. So here we go. We are going to go to the login page, and this is the login page for the system, and we are going to log in as an administrator, and take note that the administrator account is loaded at the same time as the system page is actually loading, and it has got a default password, and this has been designed so because in our assumptions and perceptions, we have agreed that an administrator is going to create user accounts for the users in the system, and no user is going to create a user account on his own or on her own. So it is the responsibility of an administrator to create user accounts for all respective users that they want to use the system. This is so as part of security checks, in that we have valid users accessing or logging into the system. So here I'm going to log in as an administrator with the password. This is the administrator page, and on this page an administrator can create a user account. Administrator can add departments, and an administrator can also add idea categories. At the same time, an administrator can view the details of the student and the details of staff. This is so because it is also a role of an administrator to maintain the system data, and this system data is the student details and the staff details, including the academic year details. And at the end of the day, when an account has been created by an administrator, the administrator is supposed to send an email to the user whose account has been created, and the email is supposed to contain the username and password for that particular user. And if the user wants to use the default password which has been created by the administrator, he or she is free to do so. But if you want to change, on the login page there is a reset link. So a user can go into that link and reset the password. But here we're going to create an account, a new account for a user was just put up a request to the administrator that he needs to have an account, log into the system, and add up ideas that can improve their departments. So by clicking there, we'll have this page, which is a user account creation page. So the administrator is supposed to enter the email address. So here I'll write Mary, bundle at gmail.com, and the username is bundle, and the password there, and just put it 1234. Now with the role of a student, when I click on create here, so the user account has been created, but that is that. But we can also verify that user account that has been created in the database by going there and checking on the users, and you see that a user account has been created here, marybanda@gmail.com, and with mbanda. So we're going to log in into our account using this user name which has been created by the administrator. So I'll log off from the administrator page and log in as a student. So I'm logging in as a student here with the password. So because the user has logged in as a student, has been redirected to the student home page, and as you can see here, it's saying you've logged in as mbanda. So before anything, a user is supposed to enter the personal details, that is registering as a member of the system. So a user will click on this page and here it's going to write the first name, Mary, it's Burner, date of birth, and here it's month, and here it's the day, and the phone number of that particular user, and the postal address, and the department ID. So the department ID, so when you click register here, it means the student has registered his details into the system, and hence the message there, your registration completed successfully. So you can go back. If you want to verify this, you can also go back to the database and see the students. You see here a student has been created with a student ID 108. So here a student can also view idea categories, because when submitting ideas, a student will be required to put in the category of that particular idea. So ideas, they have their categories, and the additional ideas, they're supposed to be imported by the quality assurance coordinator. So he has to take note of the category code for the ideal subject that the user or the student want to post into the system. So in posting the idea, you click on post idea, you put in the subject, and here has to put in the category of that idea subject, and then you're supposed to agree and then submit the idea. So the idea here is submitted successfully, but suppose the student want to upload supporting documents to that idea, then he's supposed to click on this link, go to browse. This one will take you to a local disk, and you browse your local disk and find the file that you want to upload. In this case, I'm going to take this one and click post. Upon posting, it means the idea has been uploaded into the system. So after submitting ideas, you can also view the ideas which are available in the system or that other students have posted into the system. So by clicking here, you get all the ideas that has been posted into the system, including the one that we've just posted here. And by viewing these ideas like this, one can decide to comment on these ideas. So it's supposed to know the idea code, for the idea which one wants to comment. So get back here, and going back to the idea submission button, you go down there where there is comment on idea. Here you put your comment, and here you put the idea code that you want to comment. And you write your name here. And then you submit it. So here it shows that the idea has been submitted successfully. Not the idea, but the comment for an idea has been submitted successfully. Right, we can cancel out there, and that is all that a user is supposed to do in the idea submission in the system. I'm going to log out from the student page, and thank you very much for listening to this video. I hope you have enjoyed it, and thank you very much.